Hello, hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Today we're gonna focus on architecture and design. Okay, Chris should be happy about this, but unfortunately no. We're gonna be focusing on expanding our cities, and also I'm gonna kind of focus on some other things that we're gonna do in the future. This is gonna be quite interesting. So I wanted to just put it out there, the whole situation that we are finding ourselves. We have a tri-cities of Novodanilsk, Sulivostok, and Seatomsk here, and it would be wonderful if we can. I have no idea why, but if we could connect them together with the public transport, I think that would be cool. But I don't think there's need for this because they have their own respectable industrial zones, and we can address their issues separately. Also, we have, let's see why these guys are complaining here. We have a question mark over a train here. This guy needs to go to, let's see what the issue is. He has to go there, and he's saying that there's some issues, but you're not supposed to go there, you're supposed to go this way. And oh, interesting. Why didn't I put mix signals here? Okay, I'm hoping that this is gonna resolve it now, because I think because he had a right-hand side access here that he was hoping to go all the way around, but he doesn't have to do it anymore, and the question mark disappeared. This is cool, cool. I like this. The problem is I still don't have the draining of this silo fast enough. They need to unload this silo faster. Right, that would be this guy's, I think, job, and he's actually going right there right now. I'm actually hoping for this because, yeah, he's going. Perfect. So I said I wanted to just review the situation. So we have Sulivostok, Seatomsk, and Novodanilsk here as Tri-City area. Renardgrad is our production of coal. It has actually two different coal production facilities. We have our steel city of Chomusek, and then we have the gem in our eye, or how we want to call it, diamond of our eye. Iris of our eye, Danilsk, because we're gonna be producing ships here. We have Bonigi and Babushkino. Babushkino is hard as rock, and it's actually our mining facility for quarry and processing of quarried stone into the gravel. And well, kinda could be, yeah, I think that would be basis of our construction industry. We have our, this is just brick production. Bonigi and Babushkino probably consist mostly of our construction industry. I'm gonna focus on Bonigi over here for now. Soon we're gonna focus on that. But how much do you like Babushkino? Come on, Babushkino is so cute. I think it's the best. Right, Chomusek, we need to expand this city, we need to focus on it a little bit. There's some needs that we need to have people, they need to have some needs met, and we're gonna focus on that. Oh, look at these paths, they look absolutely horrible. I think I'm gonna rebuild a road over here. We have a gym, but obviously it's not sufficient. Let me see if we can start on something straight away. Yes, we can. So we have here, even though we're gonna upgrade this path soon, we have some space over here to build a gym. I think that would be a really cool thing to do. So right over here we're gonna go and build a gym. But first things first, let me just do this nicely and remove this path. Don't worry, we're gonna be plonking this one in, because our construction industry here is a little bit limited, as my gameplay is. Right, let's see if we can get this right here. Okay. I don't mind removing these cables, and I think for a moment there, when I was reading about the updates of the game, I was worried, really worried that we're gonna have I pause now so the electricity won't be lost. We won't lose. Anyway, I was worried that the developers will be. Let's go a little bit further here. The developers. Oh, here we go. This is the thing that I want. that they're gonna be removing the cables, that they're gonna simplify the electricity. Like I don't know, it was just me, probably. It was a long day at work, so I read it as that we're not gonna be able to that we don't have to put cables anymore. That everything is gonna be like if the distance is close to substation, that we're not gonna be able to build cables. For me, this would be extremely disappointing. I would be really disappointed if that was the case, because I like the complexity of electrical system that we have here. I know it creates a lot of, at least the way I'm doing it, it creates a lot of ugly cables overhead and stuff like that, and I agree 100%. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world. It never is, but I love that there's a complexity behind it like this, so I like that part. Right, so let me try to connect this this gym over here actually to anything, because at the moment it's not even connected to anything. And let's try to see if we can get this shop connected. This gym is gonna go, but the pickled pint pickled pint. Sorry, it's really early. Pint. It's really early when I'm recording this. It's 7:51 at the moment here in Dublin. I don't know if Dubliners are gonna hate me because I just live outside of Dublin, but who cares? Right. So I'm still not fully awake. I actually been awake for a couple of hours, but anyway. So we have the. I'm gonna get some nice sport arena over here. You can see how our city looks. This is how far we got with upgrading our city. This is gonna stay as parks and whatnot. We have our propaganda machine over here, which is pumping propaganda like crazy. And let me see on the countrywide level, how is it going? You can see that the government loyalty, I think that loyalty was quite low. I don't know if we can measure it, like let's say religion and government loyalty would be the main measure tools here to see how the city is gonna develop and expand. Couple of things I would like to do here. So like, right, so Chomosek, you know, like let's build. I don't even know if we have this ski arenas. We have pools obviously for ski arenas, the hockey arenas, because hockey is a big thing was a big thing in Soviet Union, and it's still a big thing in Russia and well other Soviet republics, former Soviet republics. So it would be really cool if we can have some kind of sports arena. I'm gonna build this one, even though I think the bassin here would be the best choice for here. Where's the bassin? Here we go. Bassin would be better because it has a smaller footprint, but it's a pool, and I want to do. This is Mr. Robs's like gym, let's call it. So I think this would be the best thing to build here, and of course it fits perfectly. But of course we're gonna have to. Let's do it manually. I'm just gonna place it without any connections. We're gonna build it ourselves, and I'm gonna go and remove these paths connections to the building, because I would like to have a road over here. So this fits perfectly fine. I will be rebuilding this road. Actually, this one can be constructed like this, but I will be upgrading the rest of the roads over here straight away. No issues whatsoever. It's just I would like us to have struggle concerning some things, like for example this gym is not the sports facilities are not the most important thing in the world, so I will leave them as they are. But oh, I shouldn't have bought this, but doesn't matter. And we're gonna connect this one somewhere over here. Okay, this is perfectly fine. So let's construct these at least like this. 39 people can work here. We have a huge unemployment here, but there we go. Chomosek is getting a sports arena finally. As soon as it's done, I'm gonna remove some of the gyms from. Maybe I'm gonna leave them. We'll see. But right. So we are running out of time. We have only 1 year to finish our project. That would be. I kinda now thinking that it's a little bit on a vague side. So this facility over here, dry dock. I said that we need to construct a shipyard and start construction ships. So what the hell does it mean, start construction ships? Yeah, it means a lot of things, so I will leave it as it is. Obviously, you can see that they require a lot of concrete and then gravel as well and asphalt. So we're gonna need a lot of these dumper trucks they are nowhere to be seen. And the only source of concrete and look at them go. They're going like crazy. The only source of concrete and asphalt and gravel is over here. That's at least the closest one. So I'm fine with leaving it over here and just checking up on them if they have everything that they need. You see that we're running low on cement. We have these two trucks, and let me just implement the cheat mode. Cheat mode that I'm using is the line spacing. The only thing it's for a public transport, just so the buses are equally spaced from each other. That creates, ooh, look at them go. The buses are equally spaced from each other when they're, delivering people. And isn't this a perfect place to build a bridge over? Because this is horrible. Again, I'm not thinking about stuff that I'm doing. Yeah, this wasn't meant to be an important big intersection, railroad intersection. And of course you remember the issue with heating over here. We have a perfectly fine geothermal heating that is covering part of the city, but what I wanted to do is connect it to this extension here. Actually, what I wanted to do is build a brand new piping system, and then in the end I actually just built this railroad without thinking, and I'm gonna have to remove this railroad here. I'm gonna remove it all, even though I didn't really have to do it, but I want to make this look decent. So I'm gonna try to focus a little bit on the not really functionality. Let's go for 3 high. 3 high is always at least in my book is the best way to go, because let's go like this. If I go 3 high quite close and then go like this, I will create 1, 2, 3. Okay, this doesn't work. I'm gonna have to let's go for the opposite side. 1, 2, 3 high. At least 3 from the initial starting position, and then I'm gonna create this. So what we created here is kinda, I think, kinda path underneath it that we can put a railroad on. So I'm gonna real quickly rebuild this railroad myself with our own finances, and this is what I was kinda aiming for. It looks like it worked out for us. That's perfect. And then go like this and just connect it back. Let's do bendy, so it looks nicer. Mr. Toprus is forcing me to do this kind of stuff, so he's absolutely right. Bend it all the way. Don't make it nice and smooth curve like in real life. Don't just right. This was meant just to get a distance from the pipelines here, and I'm just gonna have to fix the signalization over here. There we go. I'm gonna fix the signalization here, so now we can focus on this. So we have this pipeline going all the way here. It's August. I'm not really sure. Let me just pause this. Actually, I didn't have to pause it. You can see a lot of trucks here. That means that they don't have a lot of construction on their hands. It's August. It's gonna get cold soon. So what we need to do now, I will be demolishing the pipeline system now. For example, this is no longer needed because we are covering most of this city. And let me see the other side here. Okay, I can see the church. It probably doesn't need any heating, but this building here doesn't have heating. So I'm gonna rebuild, or wait, let me see. This one is covering that. I think I'm gonna leave this heat exchanger operational. I will be demolishing this. Obviously, this heat pipeline here, this is where recycling should be implemented. I don't mean like, return your plastic bottles and stuff. I mean recycling of freaking steel pipes, because I'm just gonna reuse them elsewhere. I don't need even partially restoring some of the 3 high. Okay, this looks doable. That's what she said. And something like this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try my best. You can see that the height of these cables is imperfect, so what I'm gonna do is remove this. Right, this is all removed. That's fine. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove all the pipelines now. So just remove this and remove this, so it's gonna look a little bit nicer. Hopefully, we'll see how it's gonna work. Especially I'm gonna press letter N just to rebuild the grass, regrow the grass. By the way, if you didn't know, if you press letter N, if you press letter N, it kind of regrows the grass, which is kind of cool. So you can have a nice looking city anyway. So what I'm going to aim here to get these pillars underneath the pipes, because it looks much more realistic, and I'm going to go parallel to these buildings, to this street, as much as I can. Let's go to here, and I'm gonna try to rebuild this heat pipe here for our heating plant there. And this is quite realistic, I have to say, in a lot of cities, not only in Soviet Republic and others, especially, I don't know if it's especially smaller ones, but like I said in the videos previously, my little hometown has a sugar refinery, and sugar refinery during the campaign of processing sugar, which is end of the year usually, it produces its own heat, and also not only that produces its own heat, it's distributing the heat to the neighboring neighborhood, which is mostly in the communist days built for the workers of the sugar refinery. So kind of, like it has a kind of purpose. What I'm gonna do now here, I'm gonna try to get across the street, and let's see what's the best. Oh, I never connected this. Look at this. This is not connected to our road network, and if fire catches here, it's going to be horrible. Of course, and this also looks like we have some nice area here for something. I don't even know what we can build here, but there's a potential. And let's go back and finish these heat pipelines. I'm gonna have to check one thing here. Let's see if we can. Okay, this is gonna work fine. I need to bend it a bit to make it fit nicely. It looks like this part is gonna be tricky. Here we go. And here we go. This is what I wanted to build here, so feel free to construct this. Let's play this one, and let's see that every part of the pipeline here is connected to the can it be connected? Oh boy. So this is the problem that we have with the buildings, that they have the path to it. So these buildings can be constructed easily through this path. It's fine. But the adjacent building, in this case pipeline... oh, did I cut the cables? No, I didn't. Okay, that's fine. Oh, but elsewhere I rebuilt them, I think so. So we have a heat exchanger over here that is connected with the paths. It can be built through this path. I built it. I don't think I even order it. But the adjacent pipeline here, which is this from the hospital to here, cannot be assigned any construction office. So this is something that we're gonna have to build ourselves. This is the problem that the game has with the structures that are not connected to the road. This other side of the pipeline can be assigned to construction office, because building adjacent to that pipeline has road access. So materials can be delivered by trucks to here. Why they cannot deliver adjacent materials, materials to the construction site adjacent to the heating plant, in this case, that has pathway, I have no idea. It's how game mechanics work. It's not ideal. I wish it would be possible, but we're gonna have to do the check on this side as well. You can see that this pipeline is one solid piece, one solid construction, and it's connected both here and here. I will assume that this is connected to our construction, and you can see that we have construction offices, 4 of them assigned here. This is going to be fast construction. I think it only has one construction stage that requires 57 tons of steel and 66.7 tons of mechanical components, which both we are producing ourselves. Real quickly, I don't think I did this, but I'm going to do it now, since we have everything except wood being delivered over here. I will source our materials from here. Except boards, let's see, it looks like I'm gonna have to select it manually. That's fine. Steel, bricks, and prefab panels that can all got from here, so they can do that. What about this? This is still not being. We still don't have. This is gonna be really horrible, because we have so many different stuff that needs to be delivered here. For example, electrical components, mechanical components, and food is something, and chemicals is something that we have. Fabrics as well that we have right now, but we can't really deliver that stuff because. Look at these trains using only one track here. We can deliver this with the separate trains. I think I explained this in the previous episode, because a train, if it doesn't need to unload stuff, it will go back and unload more of the same stuff, because you cannot limit the amount of resources that you are individual resources that you are putting on a train. So all of that, they're just gonna fill until they are full, and you're gonna have in a short period of time, you will have the train that is full of single material that you really don't need. Until they implement that individual train carts can be designated to deliver individual stuff, we can't really use a single train. At least I don't know if we can. Like, if you have any better, understanding of these guys, please hit the comment section. And this is a problem as well. We still didn't address the electricity production here. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We have this wonderful city of ours over here that has coal, kind of relative ease of coal connection here. Can we do something about this? Can we get a power plant around here? I don't think we can. But we don't have any coal deliveries to Danilsk, and I'm not sure if we will have it. What I want to set up now is the delivery of this Danilsk heating plant, so we don't use... let's do this. I'm just gonna build this and this, so they can start construction of the buildings. Right, and also is this construction started as well. This is gonna require a little bit of concrete and gravel, but the rest of it, oh crap, a lot of concrete is gonna be needed in this case. Why am I crapping this out? Because we need all these trucks to deliver stuff over here to our shipyard. But let's see, shipyard is going to require steel. We have it here. Do we have even now enough steel here? Yeah, we do. 266 tons of it. 100 tons of bricks. We have it. Boards only 32 tons. And we're going to need no prefab materials for this. A lot of gravel, concrete, and asphalt. Yeah, so that's why I will try to avoid putting a lot of pressure on our construction industries in Danilsk now, because we need to get this shipyard finished as soon as possible. Heating plant should be fine, because heating plant and heat exchanger are kind of connected to each other. That should be fine. What I'm gonna do now is set up... This heating plant has 3 parking spaces. I can even set up 3 different vehicles to do this. And again, we are coming to another point. Ooh. Oh, crap. Well, we were done with the... oh, storage here is falling. Okay, we have more workers working here. I'm just gonna quickly inspect our oil fields here, because they always can cause some issues if something burned down, especially if it's a pumping station. Bear in mind that we intentionally we didn't build the fire protection for this oil field, because it's too far from the cities, and building a city somewhere or a village just to protect the oil field, I don't think that's, first of all, realistic. And second of all, looks like all these pumps are pumping, so at the moment it looks like we are processing just as many oil as we are getting into the refineries. They are all swinging, so they have power connection, they have piping system works. This is all perfect, at least looks perfect. And yes, so we have this pumping station finished for our trains, so this is the last segment we have to have our oil deliveries to our chemical plant. Is it only chemical plant? Yeah, it's only a chemical plant that needs crude oil deliveries. So I'm gonna go and just set up the signalization here, because I'm pretty sure that it's not perfect. So, well, it's good enough, but I'm gonna put it a little bit closer to here. And here we go. This is where we start. This is Nega shop burned down. Okay. Okay, and why is that? Where is our fire department? Do we have one? Yes, we do. Right. Actually, I have no idea why this shop burned down. Fire department is here. Probably it's not connected to the road network, but it is connected... Okay, there's no road. Right, there's no shop. That's why there's no road network. Let me remove a little bit of no. What do we have here? This is food shop. We need a shopping center. Luckily for us, we don't have. That would be some small clothing shop like this. Right, okay, so this is the problem, obviously. They have a road connection, but it's on the wrong side, because this is gonna look fugly if I leave it here. Does it have on the opposite side? No, Mr. Novo didn't put it on the opposite side, so I'm gonna just rebuild it as it was. I'm gonna go for small one. I think the small one fits better. No, they both fit. No, bigger one fits better. Okay, we're learning here, we're learning. Let me just real quickly auto-build this, and because this building only sells stuff that we are not producing ourselves, I'm just gonna do it like this. But obviously, I think, let me double-check this, that this building is not covered. As you can see here, it's not painted green. When we go to a fire station and we hover our mouse over the fire station window, you can see in green the buildings that are covered, and this building is not covered by fire department. That means that it's not protected. They need to have a road connection, but unfortunately the design of these buildings don't let us have that here. But we're gonna focus on Nega sometimes in the future, because we said we're gonna rebuild our tourist mecca here. Let me go back to the initial question, or the problem that we have. Initial one. What the hell are you doing? Right, okay, so this one is delivering food right now. What I'm gonna do now is tell him that he can pass this section. This train has a problem, and this is what I caused because of this, because Julian Renard told me this, and he's absolutely right, that all of these this is creating mess, all these train lines, but they look cool. What we need to do, I need to every individual train that passes through this system of railroads needs to be told where to go. So for example, after Wrocław grain storage, I need to tell them to go here, and then after he delivers the grain, he needs to go here in this direction. And I'm betting that this might cause some problems. Will it? No, it won't. There's no train over there, so that's fine. Right, so I need to tell them to go in a specific lane, because they will always choose the fastest or the closest path they have. Trains. Okay, going back to our initial plan where we said we're gonna go for diesel locomotives. I know electric ones are the future. Electric ones is what I like the most. I love it, and I 100% agree with that. They're more convenient. You get their fuel straight away there. They're lighter. They're more powerful. Everything goes on the side of electrical locomotives, but this is a diesel-themed series, so I'm gonna keep it like this. Oil runners require a nice fast train and more powerful. I will go for a Romanian one here, and let me see if I can do this correctly. Do we have... Here we go. This is what I was looking for. I wanted a PKP mod. I hope that this is PKP mod with the wagons that are kind of specific for a purpose, in this case for oil. Even though they can carry oil, bitumen and fuel here, I will tell them to use these only for oil. I'm pretty sure it's gonna need only at least five of them. That will be 300 tons of fuel. I will go to Bonigi and check what is the storage capabilities. 500 tons. You know what, I might stick to 5. The shorter trains, it's gonna be a lot of oil. They don't require so much oil to produce these chemicals, so and he's not gonna wait until unloaded. So it shouldn't cause a lot of problems. So I'm gonna tell him to go here to load oil and wait until loaded. Yes, because he's gonna be the only train there, so it's fine. And then I'm gonna go here and we're gonna unload all this crude Texas tea, but don't wait until to be unloaded, because you deliver. If there's no space, just go back, because there's only one loading-unloading path over here. Okay, so continuing on, we have everything except... right, so we still didn't provide logs over here. How can we do that? You can see here that this train now might have an issue. Do you have an issue? Yes, you have an issue. He needs to wait until unloaded. Yeah, this is the tricky part. Why don't you load? Yes, so this is the tricky part, because these trains over here, he doesn't have space to unload the logs. Okay, so what can we do here? We can tell them not to wait until unloaded, but then this train is gonna be full. Is gonna be full of logs from Babushkino. So at the moment, I think we're gonna have to probably stop transporting logs from Babushkino here, because looks like we are supplying enough logs over here as it is. You see that the swingers here, the little cableways, are not delivering any logs. We are full of logs everywhere. It's because this train cannot unload anything. So what I'm gonna do now is, let's see if we can do this in a right way. If I tell him not to... This is the same problem we're gonna have with the deliveries. If I start delivering all the stuff that the Danilska needs for the construction of their ships, actually for food of people supply, it's gonna be more important. This is the issue we're gonna find ourselves in. Because he has a little bit of wood in every single cart, he's gonna be delivering a lot of logs and not being able to unload them all. So technically I should build another storage facility for logs only, and that is extremely unpractical. I can build some kind of station connected to this, and then the two trains can operate here, but this for now looks like we're gonna have to stop going to Babushkino at all. So I'm gonna remove Babushkino from here and tell this guy to, let's see, you're not gonna be unloading anything. Oh, right. Ooh, okay, this is good. I didn't know that they can stack, at least these guys can stack stuff upon stuff. So you can go and disregard whatever stupidity I said, and you can go back to Babushkino. You're gonna be loading logs, and then you're gonna go to Kolata, where you are now unloading, loading boards and unloading logs, but you don't have to wait until unloaded. So you can fill in on whatever is left there, and then you go to border crossing and unload everything. Yes, including the logs. You just go and sell the logs. There we go. So this is gonna, but don't load. Do not load in Kolata. Don't load the logs. Only boards, because I don't want him to take these logs. Anyway, here we go. He's gonna be supplying. It's working. The band's gonna make it. Let's see, trains here are... This is a really bottleneck now, especially if I implement another... Yeah, so how can I get these logs? Okay, I think this is gonna be a truck thing. So the only thing we require here for chemicals to start production, we're gonna require the logs. So let's do the trucking thing. Let's do, I think... Is it one truck going to be enough? What is the daily requirement? Let's say that this is going to work to 100%, even though it will not. 13 tons of wood. I think... let's go for 2. I'll be on the safe side, and let's go for 2. That's going to be free... felt tree capacity, yes. So this is the one. We have Urals, 65 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers. I think the speed might be beneficial thing here. 8 tons, 4 tons, 9 tons, 80 kilometers per hour. Let's go for these zills. Let's go for 2 zills. I'm gonna try to be tactical about this, and I'm gonna tell them, okay, where are we gonna get trees from? Go directly to the source, and then deliver them here. That's perfect. I will just say this. I will set the trucks up and get them on the way, because it's a long way to get here. And while we're waiting, I'm gonna tell them, go here, wait until loaded, load on the logs, and then go here. And I'm not sure if he needs to wait until unloaded, because do we have enough parking spaces? Yes, we do. For now, we do. So you can wait until unloaded. We might have a little bit of an issue with... Why is this train waiting here? Because he's blocked. This one is blocked. All of them are blocked. Yes, of course you are. Right. This is how much you can trust me with this. Oh, right, and the log to chemical Bonigi. Oh, the sound that I love so much. I'm kind of thinking that I shouldn't have uploaded this sound previously. So let's see, what burned down? Burned down. Open it. Ooh, Baraharad mine burned down. Perfect. Oh, okay. Oof. Cuban Missile Crisis. This is what this was. This is a mine. Okay, what kind of mine was here? Let me check the map and let's see resources here. Baraharad mine. Okay, I destroyed it, the message, so I don't know which mine was here, but I think it could be the logging post that they count as a mine, because this has... No, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe it was logging post, but also could have been a coal mine, but the coal here is quite poor. Let me show you coal. Here we go, and coal mine. No, was it coal then? Yeah, there's a coal here and nothing else, so it was either... yeah, I'm gonna assume... Wait, did I destroy it? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna assume that this was just a logging post, and that's good. At least nothing on our side burned down. Now look at this baby boy here. It's absolutely horrible. Are they delivering? I'm hoping that they're delivering. They're delivering, okay. Okay, at least we have capacity at the moment. The problem... Ooh, meat. Meat is the problem as well. We need to distribute this meat. Right, so this can be distributed... I think we can have a central distribution for meat to all the shops, at least in the Tri-City area and further on. But let's try this. Okay, let's plan for this. These... Okay, I'm thinking of upgrading this road, but I'm not gonna do it now. Okay, there's space here. Let's see what kind of distribution office we can place here. Just stuff upon stuff upon stuff happens. We need to... I'm probably gonna have to do this a lot of stuff off screen. I know that you guys don't like that. That you like to see what's happening, but the problem is that I wanted to focus on design of the cities and upgrading our cities, and as you can see, it's not ideal. So this gym is not servicing enough people. This city doesn't have arena, sports arena. We can use a public transport for this and place a big sports arena somewhere, but it has a lot of... Again, we have more pressing concerns. So let's go, and first of all, let me check what's the capacity of our shopping center. So we have a shopping center here, 2.5 tons of meat. You can see all the way on the bottom, 2.5 tons. And why am I looking at this? Is because I don't want to have them deliver 3 tons here. I don't want to have a lot of big trucks that are going to delivering more meat than we actually need. Now, meat consumption in our country, we are only importing meat, so you can easily see the consumption over here. So that would be import of resources, and let's say last year we imported 851 tons of meat. That's not a lot. I mean, like, it's a lot money-wise, but not a lot of meat. We might be able to... Well, actually, we can calculate that as well. We are producing 5 tons of meat a day, 365 days a year. We would be, as in the rough calculation, we will be doubling the consumption of meat. So we can start with this. Just wanted to check capacity of meat, 1.1 ton over here. And why is there food not being delivered over here? I'm gonna assume because the distribution of food doesn't actually work. Because distribution of food... Okay, this is a totally different subject, and I don't want to go into it too much, but we discussed it on our Discord channel, which you can join, and also you can support the channel. You can see in the description of the video how you can support the channel. Distribution of the food doesn't work because the capacities over here for food are... Well, let's just say enormous. Requirements are enormous. So the best thing that you can do here is to have your clothes and electronics at 5% and the rest of it to be food. This might catch up with... the problem is that people are consuming so much food that trucks cannot deliver it fast enough. But it's not really about the food itself, it's a storage of food in the shops. So you need a bigger storage of food in the shops. We tried in our Canvu series to build a storage just next to the shop, but that just takes a lot of space. The other thing that you can do is build up a kind of dedicated shopping center, which would be... I think, was it Orfeusz, the Polish shops? I think they would be one of the best ones in this case. But the thing is that they don't really... if you can see here on our trade screen, we have the import of resources. So the storage is shared between three commodities. That would be food, clothing, and electronics. Okay, that's kind of simple enough. Why is there so much food in here, so much clothes in here? I have no idea. Anyway, so three commodities, and they are equally distributed, 33% for each shop, but they're not consuming the equal amounts of each commodity. So in this case, you can see for, let's say, last year imports, we have food almost 2,000 tons, electronics 100 tons, and clothes 100 tons. So electronics a little bit more, but this is more than 90%. Would be actually just under 90% of everything that you need is food. You can see 101 tons of clothes, which can easily be supplied by us. Well, produced, not supplied, because supply chain still requires as much logistics as food, but delivers much, much less. So we have 300 tons of clothes and electronics versus 2,000 tons of food. So this is how you should set up your distribution, your capacities in your shops. It should be around 90% versus 5 versus 5. So, you know what I mean. So let's try to see if we can do the same for all of these. So I'm gonna go for 90%, 5%, 5%. I think, wow, why is there so much clothes here? I did not import this. We're not importing. Are we distributing this? We shouldn't be. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it, but there's a lot of clothes everywhere. Anyway, ooh, do we have the same trucks that are delivering food, delivering the clothes? I think we do. And that's also a problem because... which one is the food distribution? That would be... No, this is chemicals and... No. I forgot which one is distributing food. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna focus on this. We are going all over the place at the moment. Let's finish the meat. We said that it's around 3 tons. So let's see, 1.5, 2 tons, 6 tons. This is way too big. 3.5 tons. This one looks a little bit on the best side. Actually, here we go. We have Zills, 90 kilometers per hour, 3 tons capacity. I think that's more than most of the capacities of our stores. So what you're gonna do when they come for you, you're gonna go to get the meat from the meat fridge here and deliver it to shops. So I'm just gonna go. I cannot select which shop they can go to. Which commodity to transport, because they are only transporting meats, frozen meats. I'm just gonna assign it to different shops, and this is one of them that I'll probably just go and modify this storage as well. This is just as an experiment initially, but we'll see in the future how that's gonna work out. Of course, continue going to this shop here. I'm pretty sure I set this capacity up. So we have then the Tri-Cities. We only have one shop in Suliwostok. And then we have Novodanilsk has a shop. It has this one here. Let's try to get these capacities adjusted as well to 90%, 5%, and 5%. That's fine. They're gonna sell off these clothes, so we're gonna have a little bit more capacity for food in the future. But there we go. This one has 4 tons of meat capacity, but I think this is good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna do this for Renardgrad as well, even though they have quite small food capacity, and I think Renardgrad should get its own nice shopping center because, yeah, definitely, and probably this episode was the thing that I was supposed to be focusing on, but hey ho, let's go. What can I do? Shopping center. We need a shopping center. We have this one here. I'm gonna do the same for adjusting for capacities, and let's go like this. This doesn't fall, the Chomusek doesn't really fall under 5, under Tri-City area. It's a little bit further down, but doesn't mean that it cannot be serviced by this. It is quite a distance covered by this distribution office from all the way there, but I think the band is gonna make it. I think we're gonna be all fine. You can see that all the shops are being serviced at the moment. We're gonna need more trucks. I don't know how much we're gonna expand this distribution, but I think we're gonna need more trucks. Why? Because once the trucks that are delivered already, I think new trucks will be assigned to, deliver again to the same place. But I'm not 100% sure because we don't actually know how, well, we don't perfectly know how this works. Okay, yes, exactly what I told you before is we are using the same distribution office for distributing food and clothes. Since we have already a guy here with a truck, I'm gonna assume that it's working fine for now, so I'm not gonna separate clothing from the rest of it. And quickly, yes, they actually finished this. They finished the pipelines. I'm so proud of our little republic here. They finished the pipelines here, so it's connected. Pipeline is heating pipes are connected. It only took them August, September, less than a month. Kudos, boys. Okay, and girls. Right, so at least I can focus on the design a little bit. Probably won't because I'm gonna have to check how our oil trucks are doing. Oh, here we go. Production has started. Gravel is there. Asphalt, they have everything. Perfect. So you can see that number of work days is lowering. That's perfect. How is Novodanilsk doing? Okay, perfect. everything is people are populated. We have even people living in their parents. We're gonna be finishing these buildings soon, so that's gonna be fine. Like I said, it reminds me of Croatian city of Rijeka, which is built out of rock, rock, and it has a lot of high rises. And I think I'm gonna stick to this plan. We're gonna have a lot of high rises around here. I will implement a public transport as well because I think as we expand to the outskirts of the city, we're not gonna have the coverage of everything everywhere. So, for example, we already have a little bit extra space here for some construction. Let's see what they need. Electronics, pub, tavern, culture. Culture, none of these things should be an issue because I think we have everything except spirituality. And pub is being constructed here, as you can see, and it's gonna be finished well, actually sooner rather than later. It requires boards. That's fine. I will tell them to construct a little bit, some paths. Of course, we're not gonna pay for this. We're gonna just do. Oh, right. What the hell did I click on that? Let's do this, and then... Okay, this is a little bit too sharp. Let's see now. Perfect, and then let's go like this. And let's develop paths parallel to this kindergarten, like this. And probably, actually, really... I'm gonna pay for this. Usually I wouldn't, because we have construction companies, but I know they're gonna require gravel for this, and we cannot afford trucks because they need to deliver 145 tons of gravel here. Luckily, these guys are doing exactly that. Okay, this one is delivering asphalt, but we need a lot of that as well. So asphalt and gravel are the key to sustaining production or construction of this office over here. So what I'm gonna check if we can. Unfortunately, this shipyard doesn't have any quick connections here. At least this kind of sounds like a development of Danilsk over here. Kind of like architecture and design that I'm kind of faking that we are focusing on. And since we're gonna have pub, all this empty area here will be free to be so we can build buildings. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go and construct residential. Here we go. Coffee time, actually. Have coffee. Not today, I had enough coffee for today, but in this episode. So we have, like I said, high dense population. I'm perfectly fine with this. Oh, yeah, this is definitely something interesting. These kind of long buildings over here, and population in them is just 300. I think actually this is not ideal. 300, I think we can plonk these 3 buildings, and I think we can get more than 100 people in those. This is more right, like city of Rijeka. This like old rundown buildings and skyscrapers, really high and narrow because you don't have a big footprint to build on. 25 stories high. Yes, I think there are buildings that high there as well, but I think it would be a little bit too much for this. Are these the ones that we're building here? Yeah. So we have these 16 stories high buildings. They can house 200 people. This is not bad. This is definitely something I would be keen on building. 300 P series. We can get one of these towers maybe. I don't know. Maybe looks... no, they look actually nice, but... Minsk tenements from Mr. Chris. But their population is a little bit, I think it's a little bit too high. Then we have Mr. Robs. Mr. Robs, how many people can fit in here? 150, and we can get 3 or 4 of these. Okay, this is more up our alley. Let me see. Mr. Robs has a few of those higher buildings. Okay, we can get 3 of those. That would be around 600 people. Did we say that this one? I think we checked that one out. We have these. Actually, these are not bad. 250, 150. Mr. Robs usually has really good count for the capacities, so I kind of like that. I would like the buildings that have entrances to multiple sides, which is highly unrealistic in real life. They only have entrances to one side. But yeah, I think something like this wouldn't be the worst. It's a little bit big footprint on the bottom, but there's no buts. 220 people. These look nice. Okay, let's go with these. Let's go for 3 of these buildings. I will turn them around towards the city, and only the balconies and the viewpoints are gonna be turned towards the sea, the ocean. Yeah, it's interesting how most of the Europeans usually say, you know, sea rather than ocean, and Americans usually say the ocean. I was in Italy recently, well, in the last couple of years, and because of the tourists there, they named the sea always the ocean, and I'm pretty sure that no, I don't know Italian, but I think it would be something more like Oceanium, and the Italians usually use mare or for sea, or mare is... It's a sea, trust me. Okay, so we have the second building here. Will we be able to fit it? Looks like it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but let's try to keep it feng shui. We can have it a little bit inwards. Yeah, let's try. I'm gonna try to play a little bit with this. And I'm actually giving these guys more construction now, which we can't really afford, because the 5-year plan, guys, we need to finish this shipyard by the end of the next year, and that's our main game plan here. And third building can be fit in here, but I think I won't go for this type of building. I think I'm gonna go for something else. Let's see, something that can fit a little bit better. It doesn't have to be the huge, enormous capacity, but you know, but just to have a little bit of diverse architecture. So something like this would be fine, I think. No excavators free. Whoa. What's with that? Yeah, I know, we're building shipyards. So, did we say this one? 145, 200 people. Oh! Okay, this is not bad. This is even better population, and it fits perfectly here. There we go. The only problem is I'm not gonna start with these buildings right now. I'm gonna leave them as they are. I'm gonna connect them later on, as soon as we're done with this, or at least when we are done with the hauling of gravel, asphalt, and... actually, that's gonna be soon. Gravel 124 tons, concrete is going to be required later on, but those are cement mixers, and asphalt and gravel, as soon as we deliver this and this, we're going to have dumper trucks free. But not concrete trucks, but I think those buildings here that we are going to construct don't require a lot of concrete. 15 tons here, these are 17 tons, yeah, just as a binding material for the construction. Okay, so this was a little bit episode about a little bit, not too much, regarding the construction. And let me just quickly check, do we have any question marks? No question marks. How is the railroad construction? Actually, I already checked that. How is it going? Oh, he's starting on this one. Why are you starting on this one? Did you finish the other one? Oh, he did. Did you? That's nice. I think I'm gonna pay for this one, because now we have finished the second railroad. Jesus. I'm again focusing. I'm just gonna pause this for a second. Again, I'm focusing on everything else except having fun. And having fun is really, really important. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna do something like this. We're gonna connect this to this, and now I'm gonna create manually a third, well, additional parking space here, and let me see if I can build this nice. Probably not. Here we go, something. Let's call it nice. Here we go. I think this looks, well, as previously mentioned, nice. 30,000 rubles, I'm gonna have to pay for this, and let me... you need to set up these railroads right now, because this is gonna speed up our traffic now. railroad traffic, that is. So we have up until here. Oh, I probably should have. No, up until here we have dual railroads. Let's set it up now. Right hand side one was the construction railroad, so what we're gonna do here, and left hand side is the other one. So let's do this. This can be constructed here, perfect. So I'm just gonna remove this and do this. There we go. And then change semaphore over here. So what we just did, we created a new line, and I just need to put change semaphores every so often. Here and here. So we can, oh, not change, sorry, the normal ones, just switch them to normal ones. So what we are doing now, we are creating a dual track railroad going all the way to Danilsk. So from this intersection that I just created all the way to, well, Danilsk, we should have a much faster and more efficient train traffic. It still requires to get over this high mountain over here, but it's gonna definitely be faster. This is what we were aiming for, and we're gonna be able to accommodate many more trains. That's the goal of well, the second railroad, isn't it? Right, in this direction, and then opposite one. These guys, if you don't know how this works by if you create these blocks. Blocks are the parts of the railroad between the two semaphores. If you create a lot of these blocks, the train can populate these. Oh, this is a little bit too close. It doesn't matter. And then we have here, and then we come to this, and then there were 42. Okay, and this is fine. This is fine, and then from here I'm just gonna have to play with this one and see if I can take the third one and connect it somewhere. No way in hell. Okay, but I can connect it directly here. But that means that these two are gonna have to be connected here and here. Perfect. Let's reconstruct these, and then we're gonna have all these as chain semaphores, because this is going to be treated as an intersection and they have to obey by the rules. And then we're gonna have mixed signals over here, we're gonna have mixed signals over here, and mixed signals over here. So we can accommodate 3 different stations at the same time, just in case on this parking space there's a train that needs to go towards them. Okay, the only problem is that the trains going to this train station, which there are going to be few and far in between, are going to be using only these 2 lines, because from here you cannot go all the way here. But from these 2 you can go even on these. Okay, so this is definitely going to speed the things up, and I think soon we should be able to start in delivering other stuff here. Let me try, because we still don't have the distribution over here, we are still importing it, but can we start? I was thinking to get this distribution office to deliver food all the way here, but I think it's a little bit too much. I think Chomusek and Danilsk should get their own distribution for food and other stuff. Maybe, we'll see. And we can start placing it in the hills here, because distribution offices are not really important where they are, because trucks have to get from point A to point B to point back. So in between, they have anywhere in between, it's perfectly fine. Okay, let me see what we can start on here. This is going to be something that we're going to be paying for, and building is without power supply. Okay, that's perfect, because absolutely horrible. It's not perfect at all. I will try to get some power supply. We have electricity hoses going all the way here. That's fine. Let me see if I can get the mod with power transformer, and let's go for 4-way medium power transformer. Please fit in here. I love this game. Doesn't fit here at all. And one more time. I'm not even sure what's causing this not to fit. I'm gonna pause because I'm gonna cut electricity to part of the city, which is a normal life in Eastern Europe. So I'm joking. That's just a joke. It's oh, here we go. Perfect. Let's build it straight away. Oh, actually, I need it in the opposite direction. I need it in this direction, so something like this would be much more preferable. Perfect. Build this. And now I will pause again and build these electricity hoses. Oh, right, don't do that. Try this one. Perfect. And then we have this one. Where can I place you? So here, perfect. So this is going to be called electricity square because reasons. Let's go and build the substation, my favorite substation. That would be this one. I'm not even sure if he's going to be connected to the fire department, but don't care because we need electricity. Come on, come on, come on. Fit. Fit, you son of a gun, fit. Doesn't fit. Here we go. Fits here. And it's covered. That's fine. Let me just connect this one. Can it be connected in opposite direction? Not really, but I think it can be like close enough. So let's see if we can plonk pillar here. There we go. Okay. And again, what's with the... There we go. Perfect. Bang. Electricity. Let there be light. We have 300 tons of... we have everything. 70 tons of wood. Perfect. 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 Chemicals are flowing. And this is a... I don't think this is I don't know if it's unreasonably high chemical production, but hey... Ho! Obviously, design of this area is gonna have to wait for the next episode, because, yeah, I really need to focus on designing this. What do you think, guys? Any suggestions, anything? Hit the comment section. If you like these kind of episodes, like the video. If you didn't leave a nasty comment in the comment section, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. If you want to support the channel, description of the video. Guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.